And welcome back to the second part of this tutorial. So what I want to try and achieve now, guys, is see this course. When I select any of the degree modules here, I want it to populate the rest of the text box. So let's do that. I'm going to exit out and I will come back here. Let's double click on this very text box, or combo box I mean. So I'm going to start with an if statement, because that combo box is inside panel number 2, I believe. So if it's empty, every content inside panel number 2, I want it cleared. So I might as well just copy all of this. So using the following statement, but it's not going to be empty, it's going to contain something. If the text box is equals to, select a course, that is it, right? If it includes select a course, and what we want the system to do is just to clear the whole lot. There we go. Now just paste that in there. So if I try this out now, let's run it and see how that's going to work. Okay, so if I select whatever in here, let's say I have some stuff in here. Okay, that's fine. However, if I have selected course, I want it all clear. See that? That is fine. So now let's go back in here. So the next condition is else if, let's grab all of these. Else if the data in there, okay, if the data in there is, let's say, serious games, get rid of that, BSC, serious games. Then the following, txt course code dot text equals BSC SG. There, that's the course code. Now txt faculty dot text, and that will be equals, let's go for School of Computer Games. Okay, there should be a semicolon here. Now txt din dot text equals, let's say, Professor Alan Parker. There. And txt program leader dot text, that will be equals, let's say, Dr. Steve Jones. txt course tutor, that can be Dr. Nick Samson, or something like that. There we go. So that takes care of the very first one. So if I run it, you guys will see what I'm talking about. Okay, select serious games. Oh, serious games with an S. What did I write in there? Serious game. No, it must have an S. So run it again. Run. You see that? So that's what I'm talking about. And if I select a course, that becomes empty. Okay, now that you guys get the whole idea, I'm going to exit out, and we just copy and use that to populate the others. Okay, I have 6 more conditions, so just change it around. Alright, okay, that is it now, all done. So have a good look at it. Bring it down, and that's all there is to that. So that's taken care of. Good. So I'm going to run that now. You guys see how it looks like. Select whatever course here. You see that? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, there's 2 components missing that I need. I actually need them for the printer. So let's come in here, go to the tools. I need print document and print preview. Print document, print preview dialog. There we go. I'm going to select print preview dialog. Come right here. Let's copy that now. Document, I'm going to come in here and just say the document is going to be print document 1. That is it, taken care of. If I double click on print here, I can say print preview dot show dialog, and that is taken care of. There. Okay, the next thing is to get the print document working. Double click on that, and right in here I'm going to use e.graphics. There we go. Dot draw string. There, and the name of the string that I intend to draw is rt transcript dot text. Now let's say new font, and the font that I intend to use, I'm going to just let's pick on Time New Roman. There we go. What am I doing? Let's do that again. Time New. Okay, now the font size, let's make that about 12, and the font style, and after that, let's see, font style is going to be dots. Let's make that regular there, and I'm going to add a comma. Let's say enter and come to the next line so that we have enough room. Then I'm going to go for brushes dot, maybe black or something here, comma, the coordinate will be 100 by 100 there, and this should print our document. Okay, Once I click on the button, that will trigger this. So let's try that out. Run. Let's see how that works. Okay, just enter whatever in here, print, and that is it. Okay guys, so we've taken care of the print, so that is working. Exit out. Now okay, let's take care of the result. So I'm going to exit out. Let's come right here and double click on that very button, result. Let's scroll right down, double click on result, and right here the very first thing I'm going to do is to let's create an array. So the array is going to, the data type is going to be an integer. So let's say array int, let's just say subject, and it's going to be new integer. And let's just make that about, I'm going to go for 9 there. If we have to add, I will actually add more. Now I'm going to then say subject, your very first array starts from 0, that is going to be equals, and we also need to convert whatever we have inside any of the text box dot to integer value. So int 32, open a bracket, and the very first text box is txt score1 dot text. So that's the very first one there. And for the second one, I might as well just copy this. I have 8 of those, so we have 2, 3, 4. Let's copy it all again and paste. There we have 8. So all I just need to do is change this around as 1. And we have 5, 6, and 7 there. And this text box, that is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So the text box that I'm referring to, here they are, these very ones. There they are. Okay, that's text box 1, 2, 3, 4, and up to 8. Okay, that is that taken care of. Then the next thing we want to do now is to actually add up everything. So let's come down here to result, double click on result, and now I'm going to come right here. Let's say I'm going to say subject 8, want subject 8 to take in all of the value. Okay, that is 8. That will be equals, that we add up every other array. We have 4, and there we go. There we go. Alright, so change this one to 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Let's see if we can just take it down. Yeah, I think we can. There we go. That is it. Yes, but one thing I want to do is I don't want the end user to enter more than whatever value is entered should just be between 0 and 100. So like we have 30. Okay, and just enter that. See, those two are now valid. Number 3 now valid. You see 1, 2 and 3 shouldn't be allowed. If I click on that now, that should give me the total in here. But before I do that, okay, let's just do that now. Say LDL total dot text equals, we need to now convert it to string character. So just like we did in here, I'm going to say convert dot to string dot to string. And what am I converting to string? That is subject 8. That's who I'm converting to a string character. Enter that. Alright, so if I run it again, we should be able to get the result. So let's see. Well, we're gonna have to carry out some amendment to it anyway. Something like that, that is invalid, that should not be allowed. Anything greater than 100 should not be allowed. That is not valid, not valid, not valid. However, for now we get our total. Okay, so even if it's 100 over 100 for all 8 units, we should only have 800, not 3000 plus. Okay, let's reset, exit out, and back in here. And this is where I'm going to use an if statement to check the input. So I'm going to say if subjects 0, the very first one, if is, let's say, greater than and equals to, no, let's say if is greater than 100, not greater than equals to, if it's greater than 100. Okay, so I just want the text box just to convert the whole thing. This very one here, text box number 1, get it converted to, no, just change it to 0 there. Okay, if you want to display a message, you can always add message, but I'm not going to add any message. Yes, you can do that if you want. And I'm going to repeat the same thing for the other remaining 7 text box. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's it. So that should be 7. We need one more, 8. Alright, so the next one, if this one is 0, this one will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 and 7. That's for the arrays. Okay, arrays always start from 0. So this one will be 8, 7, 6, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Okay, so I've taken care of all of that now. So let's run it and you see what's going to happen to it. There we go. If I enter whatever value in here now, you're going to see, I think there's going to be one other error or bug there. Everything is added, including the deleted one. So that should officially be subtracted from there, or we just clear out all of the content in here. So I might as well just clear it out. You see, when I press it the second time, it gave me the right answer, which is I don't want it like that. So let's go back in there and come back right in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear those ones out. The first place, once it's cleared, let's see, instead of changing them back to 0, we can just clear it. Let's clear it, and you enter data in there, and we just say txt score 1 dot focus there, and lbl clear. Let's clear that. Then lbl ranking, get it cleared as well. Then lbl date clear. Okay, that will take care of that error. So I'm going to copy this and repeat the same thing for the next one. Okay, so that's the first one taken care of. This is the second one. Paste this in there, change the text details here to 2 and 2, and the next one, that's number 3. Repeat exactly the same thing for number 3 and 3. Come right here, and that would be 4, and then this will be 5, and that will be 6, and we have 7, and 8. That is it, all done. 8 there. So if I run it now, and let's kind of like enter values greater than 100 into 1, and let's see. There we go. So come in here, we have greater than 100. There we go. Now result is not accepting that. Okay, the result should be cleared. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the results, just this one, change the whole position of the result, bring it right underneath here. So the system will kind of like check the value first, okay, add up everything, enter the result. If this is greater than 100, then action will be taken here. So let's run that there. So let's try it out again. Right, and click. There we go. That's fine. So we can enter a value in here now and then. Alright, that is fine. Okay, the next thing now is we also need to determine the ranking. So let's come right down here. Okay, with the ranking, I'm going to, instead of adding everything in here, I'm going to create a function for that. Let's just come down here. Yeah, that is for the results. So let's come right underneath the result. I'm going to call that private void update ranking. There we go. So this function will be called in here. So enter parentheses there. I'm going to grab this very function, paste it right underneath here. There. But the thing is, I also need to make use of this very array there. So I might as well grab this array and just convert it all to a global array, and just paste it right on top of here. Yeah, so everybody can have a go at the array. So let's come down back to our function. For your information, array is now globalized, and let's come right underneath here, in here, using an if statement. If subject, that would be 8. If subject 8 is less than and equals to, no, greater than and equals to 700, then LBL ranking dot text, that will be equals first class. There we go, first class. Paste that here and look that up. Yeah, that is it, done. And I'm going to use else if, copy this, else if it's 600, that would be 21. Second class upper, that's 2.I, second class upper. There. And if we have 500 greater than and equals to 500, that would be 22. Second class lower. There. Now 400. If it's 400, that will be third class. 400 and above, third class. There. 300. Greater than and equals to 300, that will be certificate of education. And if it's less than, let's say less than and equals to 299, less than and equals to 299, that would be a fail. There we go. Those are all my condition right here inside this very function up to here. Okay, have a good look at it. And I've already called the function here, and the array that I'm using is right up here, declared as a global variable. Let's go into, there we go, it's declared as a global variable. Have a look at the result, and that is all there is to that. So let's run it and say, oh wait a minute, I might as well enter the dates. Okay, let's just enter the dates right in here inside the function. So I'm going to come in here. First of all, let's call the object for date time. I'm going to call that result date. Okay, result date, and that is going to be equals to date time dot now. That, I think, would there be parentheses? I doubt that. Let's see. Oh, maybe. Let's see if it's going to work. Then LBL date dot text. There is no parenthesis, take that off. LBL date dot text, that will be equals results date dot too long. Yeah, that is it right there. Parentheses, boom, that's it, done. Okay, I think the dates will work like this there. So I'm going to save it, run. Alright, let's enter some values in here. Mess things up, and let's see. There, those two are not allowed, so let's enter correct value in there. Result, there we go. Alright, so that's today's date, and that is your class. Okay guys, let's clear that. The next thing I want to do is, you see all of these, I'm going to disable them. Let's come right in here, select all of those text box, then I will use this combo box to open each of them. So come right here, and enable will be false. There we go. And here, let's double click on that combo box. So for the very first combo box here, so I'm gonna enter, let's say, let's just copy this using an if statement again. If combo box, come on, paste that in there, dot, that will be dot text, dot text is equals nothing. So txt score, score 1 dot text equals 0, and txt dot text txt score dot enable, that will be equals false. My first condition. Now let's use else. There. So in case of that, now we now want enable to become true. Copy that. Enable equals true. And the text content will be cleared. Let's grab this. That is cleared. And we also need to set focus in here. Dot focus, parenthesis there. So that takes care of that. So if I run it, let's run it, then we can just copy it and paste. Select these, there we go, then we can enter data in there. Else, there. Okay, that's how I want the rest of them to operate. So let's copy this, and let's go to combo box number 2, paste, and change the name to 2, and the text box as well. There, number 3, paste, change things around. There, 4, paste, 4, and we have 5, paste there. 5, then we have 6, paste, 6, 6, 6, and 6 here as well. There. Then repeat the same thing for 7 and 8. 7, then after this hopefully we should be able to have a look at the others. Then we have 8 here. The others will include the addition and so the add and so on in the database. So that is it. This one is taken care of now. There. So let's run it and see how this is going to look like. Alright, so enter value in there and repeat the same thing for this one and this. And let's assume we leave one out and there. Okay, so that is fine. Of course there's still some other condition that you can rectify. Alright, so that is fine, taken care of. Now we need to take care of this guy here and transcript. So we have 1, 2 and database. Okay, so everything is coming into shape now. Alright, clear there. So for now guys, I'm going to call it the end of the second part of this tutorial, and I will see you guys shortly.